James from Bolt Bros here. Hey, just want to go over the injury report real quick. We've got a little bit of updates for us for the Monday night game, so let's just go ahead and get into it. Bolt Bros, let's go.
I'm Deion Henley. You watching the Bolt Bros podcast? Let's do it!
All right, bros, let's talk a little bit about this new injury report and kind of some breaking news all of a sudden that seems to come out of nowhere. Once again, guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not. We always appreciate the support once again. So let's jump into the injury report here. So we did talk a little bit about this on our live yesterday. Kind of went over everything. You know, Joey Bosa is now questionable. He had a light practice on Saturday. Eckler will be in. Gilman, doubtful, probably not going to play at all. Herbert, fine. Derwin James back on the field. Dean Leonard, doubtful, probably won't play. You got Donald Parham, who looks like he's had a brace around his wrist, but he's had 2 full practices, so questionable. I would assume that he's going to play. Trey Pipkins, Rashawn Slater should be fine. Nick Williams, questionable with a back injury. I'll give you a little bit of an update, a little bit more on the Chargers here shortly. For the Cowboys, for the most part, they got a massive list of injuries, but it looks like you're going to have C.J. Goodwin out, Joan Wanye Thomas, doubtful, and Leighton Van Esch is going to be out just because of his neck injury and his past issues with his neck. Then Chuma Edoga will be questionable for this game. But the bigger news right now for the Chargers specifically is this. Let me just go ahead and just share this real quick with you. Kind of a breaking news, kind of seemed to come out of nowhere at all. This was not expected. It was not added to the injury report till now. Now, the Chargers have added Joshua Palmer to the injury report on a Sunday with a groin injury. Now, he is questionable for the game, so there's a chance that he still could be playing, but where did this one come from on a Saturday? Now, I get it. You probably could have practiced on Saturday. You could have been out there and did your thing. Maybe you just went out on a night on the town, cut a little rug on the dance floor, and guess what? Pulled his groin while doing that. So who knows? Really random. But what does that do for the Chargers at this point? Like, you got to start thinking, okay, we don't have Mike Williams. He's out for the season. You got Keenan Allen, obviously our rock on our offense. But then you got Quentin Johnston. You got to get him more involved in this game. Darius Davis, you got to get him more involved in this game. Simi Fehoko, is he going to be the guy that's going to be able to be more out there for us as a wide receiver? Are the tight ends going to be a little bit more involved? It's a very, very interesting thing to see with this Palmer injury. Now, where is the team going to go? It's going to go very young at this point. Darius Davis and Quentin Johnston is going to be the guys that are going to really step up for this team. Then again, you could also look at Gerald Everett being that guy, or Donald Parham, who is going to be on the field too. So we'll see on him, but it's an interesting addition to this team and this injury issues for this team thus far. So really weird to be able to see that one just kind of pop up all of a sudden. Now, maybe there's going to be somebody that we're going to pull up from the practice squad too, but for the most part, I assume that it's going to be pretty heavy on the Quentin Johnston and Darius Davis, with probably utilizing a lot of the tight ends too. Now we're going to have Austin Eckler back. Remember that. Justin Herbert's very comfortable with Austin Eckler. You hope it's not just going to be a check down game at this point. Always just keep feeding the ball to Austin Eckler. You really hope to be able to see Quentin Johnston and Darius Davis get very involved, which it seems like Darius Davis has been getting more and more involved week to week. So either which way, just want to give you guys a quick little update on the injuries here. We don't know if there's going to be any call-ups from this point. There could be somebody that does come called up for this team on the practice squad if things get a little bit more hairy. It probably would be tomorrow. So they just want to see and figure out what's going on with Joshua Palmer. But wild news to be able to just see that kind of out of nowhere, a day before the game, and not even being on the injury report as of yesterday. So, guys, want to hear from you. Obviously, any comments, questions, obviously put them in the comments here below. We love hearing from you guys. We love hearing your guys' thoughts, and what to expect for this game on Monday night. So looking forward to it, guys. Once again, James from Bolt Bros. Let's go.